Hi, hello everyone. Let me know if the sound is good. My voice is clear for you. I think the music is a little loud. Let me... Yeah, I think it is okay now. So, how have you been? Wherever you are. I'm getting ready today to work with you. So for 1 hour, we will be together. I will show some stuff that I'm doing for Confluence. I'm just adjusting the sound right now. Okay, I think it's okay. There is my partner working also. Let's see if I have everything that I need. Probably I don't. We normally realize we don't have stuff that we need to work when we are on the move. So let me post the live stream in other places so people can join us and we can share a little bit about our lives here as well. Okay, I think we can start. Hello everyone, and hello for you in the future that is seeing this recording. My name is Cris Viana. I am a layout artist at Confluence TTRPG. And today we are going to work on one of Confluence books, that is the Calibration guide. The Calibration is like the session 0 guide for you to start playing. So we'll set up everything for you to start playing with your friends. I'm gonna share with you my screen as well. Okay. This calibration guide over here was my first tests with the content that we have. The text that we have here, it changed a lot from the version that we have right now to work with. So I will probably take a look on the new structure that we have on the document, on the new calibration document, and see if it fits on the first idea that I have. I will probably have to do some edits and adapt some stuff. But the main idea of the calibration is that it is this travel guide magazine. It's like you are preparing yourselves to travel and to have adventures in this place. I think I have two sounds running here. Let me just, okay. I think my music was duplicated in the OBS. Chewy pieces. So Calibration magazine is your travel guide for Confluence. So our idea was to make this very how can I say, to use the aesthetics of travel guides, and like we have this cover that I need to update this cover, because this was just initial sketch if I can say this, of what I was envisioning, and Shan, our amazing illustrator, they made a final version of this cover, and I will update this. But the idea is to have this like your complete guide to visit Ajuria and enjoy its beauties. Like, it's something very that you can see in many travel magazines. And I put some silly texts, but probably this is going to be rewritten by our team. And another characteristic of this book is that we are going to have these little pieces of advertisement that are supposed to be to follow the contents that we are covering. So I will probably leave some pages so we can do this kind of stuff, this kind of little advertisement spaces. I think I did 2 of them just as an example, but we are going to make them. Let me find it here. Oh, here. Like the idea, like we are starting the safety tools chapter, so we have like something to about safety in your travels. Why this image is so low resolution? Because I lost the links. It's okay. So you can see that we have lots of paragraphs and like a really big text flow, and we will open the new calibration file, and we can all see that this structure changed a lot. And here was my idea that it is always super helpful to show the process in the pieces that the players are going to handle, like the character sheet or guiding sheets or wherever they have, so they can like, oh, okay, I know what to do now with the images. It's always very good to make the text give this instructs, and we can do this with images as well to make it clear. Let me see what else I have done here. There is some time that since I have seen this. Okay, I started to test how I could insert images from other books, so you know where you can find stuff. So here they are talking about the Motley Coast themes, and we always have themes in the beginning of a section, so I will show them Here as well are some examples. Like here are palette words, and here is how they seem on the atlas, but it is already updated as well. We had lots of updates after the playtests, so and it is really good to have this feedback and see if stuff that we made, if they work, or if they doesn't work, we can like know what to do, know what to how to make this a better book. And here are just the rest of the guide. So let's update this. I will just take this off. Oops. Put it here. Let me see, where is the art for this cover? Calibration cover. It is so pretty. We will probably need to do some edits to the proportions. I don't know what happened, but it's something easy to do. Look at these illustrations. Oh, so pretty. Chen does an amazing work. Okay, I think I will just make this background a little bigger until we have the final version of this cover. Let me just check the size of it. Okay. Hi, Laya. Okay. Here I already like make the space for the table of contents for the future, and we start here. Let's check how is the text now. We have this calibration checklist that is awesome to the SL to like keep track of stuff they have to mention, to cover, to talk to the players. And I think I will do like this list of like things we need to check for our travel, like the stuff you have to pack. So I'm imagining something like this. Probably I will add to this. Let me see what I have the credits here, but I could put these credits in another place if I like, and put this little piece with the checklist here. Or I can put this checklist with the credits. I will think about it once I have the credit list, because I don't know the size yet. So if I have space here, I can add here. If I don't, I can, because I think that is something good to have in the first page, right? Like, you have to check this. So, and the credits is something that we can put on the end of the book as well. I don't know, I will think about it later. go back to the document. So we have like a pitch in the beginning. This is a good piece of content that we can make an opening for the calibration. So it's something that we can make like, how can I explain this? We can give some importance, like we can make this text bigger with some image with it. Or we can also use this as back cover text. Okay. Yeah, we can see that we start having some I will call this a list. Yeah, it's kind of a list with this words in bold. It's almost kind of a bullet point section without the bullet points, but the idea is the same. Like you have these very little pieces of text. Here's a section to talk about how to access the atlas and how to use it in your game. This text is between this, I forgot the name in English, brackets, I don't know. But why is that? Probably seems to be some kind of side text. I will check with here. Yeah, seems like a little side text or box. Because this one is like a comment for myself to add an image of the book. Again, some bullet points. Here we also have a little side text. Yeah, different from the older version. We really have more bullet points to cover all the concepts and ideas and mechanics, or at least initial mechanics. Character creation. I love this kind of stuff because I think all TTRPG books should have this kind of list on, like, step by step what you have to choose and do to build your character, because there are lots of books that it is like the character stuff will be spread all over the books. Like if you want to set up where this character was born, what's the lineage, what skills and perks they have. So having this over here, and like we can also add some page references, or at least a section of the book, like go and look into here. Probably it is on the rest of the text, this kind of instruction. I was making a character creation aid for the players this week for another game, and it took me a huge amount of time because I played the game once, so I had to like review all the book to see how was the process in full and see if I was losing something in the process. So I spent a bunch of time for other people to not spend so much time doing this. There are some questions, some examples, and some images to guide players. Yeah, this kind of side texts, I think some are side texts, some of them are just comments, because like scene roles probably are going to be page and book reference, because not everything are in the same books. We have some books in this project. So I think this over here are going to be like the page and book reference. Okay, this table is very good to teach players how to choose the attributes. Okay, I will bring this text to InDesign, and we will like try to lay out this on the structure that we have right now. If it works, nice. If it doesn't, we will adapt. I will clean this up. Let me save it with another name. Update. Oops. I don't know why, but I have some page elements that are not on the master. Okay. I will clean this up. I will delete this, and let's bring the new text. My cat is trying to get into the office. Okay, I was going to get calibration. Hi, Carol. Let me do it again because what I did wrong here. When I imported the Word document, it had a character style selected, so it applied the style in everything. So I'll do it again. None and none. Okay, please. Let's do this right this time. Okay. Better. The text didn't flow to the other pages, but I'll do this again. Okay, it works. I will take off I don't know if this piece here, let me check if it is the book title or if it is part of this calibration checklist. I will just take it off and check with my coworkers. I will just paste it here. As I said, the pitch can be something that we can use as an opening section. Like, for example, if I want to do something like this, advertisement, and add this text, I can do something like this, but I think it will be better if I use a spread. Like normally when you open this kind of magazine, travel magazines, they have the first pages, I think, are also the most expensive pages to put advertisements. So we can do this kind of stuff, like do this advertisement that is an opening about what is this book. I will apply some of the paragraph styles. On InDesign, we will work with paragraph styles, that is this list over here, and also with character styles. Different from like Word or Google Drive, that we will normally work with like bold, italics, what are the other ones? Underlined. On InDesign, we can do a lot of different character styles with everything that we want, with different colors. Like we can use, if the font has other types here, like bold, italic, we can do all the setup. So over here, I think this is in H1. I have some styles that are not named here. and I don't know why, but it is giving me a missing font. It is okay. Now it is okay. I will transform this text here to a body text. Normally this process, when we get the final text, it is more how can I say, but a more automatic process. Like I will have tags for each one of the paragraph styles and also the character styles. So I just will do a search and search and substitute, like everything that has a tag with the H1, I will say to the program like delete this H1 tag and apply the H1 paragraph style. So here I'm doing this like very arts and crafts, I don't know, in a very different way, and it takes more time. Like the idea of a book is that you can do things the more automatic as possible, and then you will refine what you have done in this way. Game material seems H2. This is a level 2 bullet, and these are level 1 bullets. Okay. Sometimes when you work with texts on Drive or Word, you can use the paragraph styles and character styles that you have on these programs. Like I will show you here. Let me see. This was a Google Drive document that I downloaded, but I think I can show you here. Let me check. Okay. Here, for example, the calibration building the table is a title. Here, the text, they are tagged as normal. This is funny. They are marked as a heading one, but InDesign for some reason didn't get it. Didn't get the formatting. Because sometimes when you use this paragraph styles, InDesign will bring them. This normal and this heading one here, they were brought by Word. Like this icon here can mark this, and I just like delete and substitute by my my paragraph style. But for some reason it didn't work here. But like, for example, here on Welcome to Ajuria, it is just like a bold applied to this phrase to be another level of title. So probably the best was to like mark this is in heading 2. So InDesign would tell me like, oh, this is a Word document heading 2, and I can like just substitute. But for this part of the work, like it's just a layout test. The final will have the text that helps me a lot. but I will have like to follow this text a little bit just to have an idea of the sizes and structure, to know like, okay, this seems to be an H1, this one is an H2, because I don't know if it brings like welcome to Nigeria is an H2. I don't think so. Yeah, like game materials is a little smaller. TTRPG books has something very particular for them, that is sometimes we jump. Yeah, markup. Yeah. Leah is commenting about it. Sometimes TTRPG books have this particular that we are in an H1 and it jumps for a 8.3 or 8.4 without passing through all the other levels of titles. So looking at this seems to be an H2 and this seems to be an H3 or 4. Let us see. So I don't think I have an H3 for this document yet, so we are going to make it. Let me see. We are working with some colors here. Let me just... I think I will add this. Oh no, I have the blue here. Okay, I will just clean this because, oops, because Chris from the past made a mess on this. When working with books, it's always good to be very clean on your workspace. So I will delete these and these. Because this is my color palette. I have white, this is the paper, black, and these 4 colors over here. We can change this later. Like you can see that my initial color palette for the cover changed a little bit. We can change on the cover, we can change on the document, but if I use these colors, I can like change the whole book just by editing the color here. So whenever I apply this, I can transform this into a green and it will change everything that is on this color to the new color that I'm setting. So yeah. But as I was just doing like this layout test, I didn't clean up my mess. Also, it is great to do this if someone else is going to handle the files. So especially for the English speakers TTRPG market that like has a lot of titles that are bought for to translation, it is really good to have like a clean document, so the person that will do this in Portuguese, in Chinese, in Arabic, or wherever, they can use the file properly. As someone that has done a lot of translations, sometimes you get some documents that are really a mess. I will do something here just to... Oh, one disclaimer that I have to say is that this text here, it is in the editing phase, so it is not the final text. But for design purposes, I don't need like the final text. I just need to know the structure, the hierarchy of stuff, the formatting, so I can start working with this. I don't need like the final. When we have the final content, I will like lay out the full book. Another characteristic of this book is that we are going to use images from all of other books that we have in the collection. So it's like, it's a place that you will get a glimpse of everything that we will explore playing this game. So I will probably add some images to help me get some text flow, a better text flow. Like for example, here, it is not very good to have like a bullet list breaking into pages. So I would probably just make this here. Let's make our H2, H3. Because you can see that is a little bit strange. Like before starting, here are some materials you may need. The space between this phrase and this topic, this title, I think it will probably be in H4, but if I need to do this, I'll do it later. So we can make this space between, preview please, this space between text. I think there is, let me see if there is a space here. Oh no, why is this so big? Oh, because I did this space between paragraphs, and looking at it right now, I think it is a little big. We can do it a little smaller. I normally I like to choose one of the options. Like if we don't have a paragraph space, we need to put a paragraph entry. I don't know if I'm saying the words right, because like I have been working with this for 15 years and I know all the names in Portuguese. And now I'm like getting used to say all this stuff in English, but I will show you so I can do this right. Like if we have this space here between the paragraphs, I don't like to do this. Doesn't make sense to me, like to have both of them. It's like too much. We know that this is the beginning of the paragraph if we have this space. I have seen some books doing this and I'm always like, no, too much. So you can like take off the paragraph spaces and you can add to them this. It will always depend on the space you have, the amount of text. Sometimes dividing stuff with the content with spaces between the paragraphs makes the content seems more lighter, because when you see a chunk of text, sometimes it is a little bit intimidating. So I normally choose between one of these. And sometimes, like, it is more common outside of Brazil, but makes a lot of sense to me that the first paragraph doesn't have the let me see how they call this. Okay, first line indent. The line indent doesn't, we don't need for the first paragraph, like we know it is the first paragraph. This is a paragraph. So if I notice that we have we need to have a better use of space for this magazine indent. Yeah, I can do. If we need to have a better use of space for the pages, we can change for an indent instead of a paragraph space. Let us see how many pages it will get. Like, just dropping the text here, we have 57 pages, but you can see like that it gets a lot smaller when I apply the correct font, because it is like gigantic. Let me see if I will change here. I don't know if it will work, but I will delete this normal and transform in body text. I'm a little bit afraid that I will lose the bullets, but I will just do this to see what happens. Okay, I still have the bullet points. Some of the text is a little bit strange, yeah, but let me see, 50 pages. Yeah, I think it would be wise to change the space between paragraphs to an indent. Paragraph indent. We can always like test and see what happens. Let's see. This is the good part of working with paragraph styles. Like, I can apply this to stuff and I can just set up it in a different way, and it will change in all the pages of the book. So I have this space after here, but I can make it a little smaller. Like, and my tip is to make this space between paragraphs bigger than the space between the lines. Like, the leading here is 15 points. If you paste it here, I think it will change to, yeah, I'm doing something wrong. Oh no, yeah, I'm doing something wrong. It is not 15, it is 5, because the size of the font is 10, the leading is 15, so it is 5. Let me see if I'm right here now, right now. 5 points. Yeah, like you can see, that is really similar to the space between each line of the paragraph. So always make it a little bigger, just to have. But I think that I will also make this smaller. There is a rule, like, to define font size and the leading size. That is like, the minimum should be like 2 points. So if I have size 10, I need a leading of 12 to work well, like, to the letters don't collide with each other. So it obviously it will vary from letter shape of the font, etc. I like to use bigger leadings because I think it makes it easier to read, and also because it will give me more flexibility. Like, if I need to make the leading a little smaller to make a text fit on a page, we will not see it so clearly. But if we have like a 2 point difference, like if you take 1 point, it's like 50% of the size. So it makes sense for you. So I like to work with bigger leading spaces. I think it's safer to work with 14. Let me see, 13. 13 and a half. Much of the work with books is like it's visual also. So we have some rules, some guide rules, and we will see. And it's always good if there is someone that wants to work with books, like look at a lot of books and read a lot of books and see what works and what doesn't work, and talk to people that also consume books and see what they think, because like we have a lot of different people and a lot of different ways to read books as well. So most of it will be your references to see something and say, this is okay, it is not. And like I'm looking at this in a screen, I also print some pages to see if the printed version of the book will look good as well, and readable and comfortable. I think we are in a good spot here. Maybe let me take a little bit of the the space after. I think I can take a little more. Okay. Oh my gosh, 1 hour is not enough to do a big amount of work. Hi, Alex! Oh! I miss you. We still can't fit this list on this page, so it's better that we just drop it for the next. Probably I would add an image on the bottom or on the top of the layout. Let me take that image that I was using on my first try, just to make a test here. Yeah, here. Oh, I did the title here. Oh. I think I will take both of these. So don't know if I put this on top. Also, about flexibility in layouting, sometimes I see people adjusting the, let me see the name of this stuff here, the tracking, like don't adjust the tracking for a default paragraph style, because it will make your work more difficult. Like right here, I will make this tracking a little bit smaller. I like to work within 20 maximum, but for plus 20 or minus. If it doesn't, I will just like squish a little bit of the font, like 1%. The art here is like I will do a lot of tiny bit changes so no one notices what I changed here, or at least not miss you. Do in a way that only trained eyes can see, because yes, we can see, we notice. I'm thinking that this title here, oops, let me just delete this. I can use over here with this pitch. I think what I'm going to do with this, I don't know yet, but I think we can do an opening. I will think about this. Don't have an idea yet. It's better that, like, if you take a look and have an idea, okay, you do this. But if you look at it and don't know, don't waste a lot of time thinking about this. Probably when you are on other pages, you will have an idea. Oh, okay, I know what to do with this opening. So don't worry, we have lots of pages to lay out. The idea will come to you eventually. I'm thinking that I will probably change the margins of my book as well. I really like space in the projects I work, because like it is always good to have space to hold your books, that your hand is not over the text you are reading. So I normally like this kind of space, but we have two characteristics to this one particularly. Calibration. Thanks, Chewy. Yeah, space is good. This book specifically, it is a magazine, so it is not like a book with a spine. The spine is where you put the, oh my gosh, I forgot the name of the stuff. I will tell you the same phrase a lot, because yes, I will forget the name of stuff. Let me see if I can find anything here. Stamplers. Okay, stamplers. Yeah. I forgot this dumb name. So as we have just a stapler, we don't need so much space in this area that would be the spine area of a book. And as we have a lot of text, I think we can make the margins a little smaller too, to make the text fit better. And like in magazines, generally, we don't have big margins, although travel magazines have a bunch of space because they have this kind of how can I say, this clean design. At least the references that I saw, they have a lot of white space and they focus a lot in images, but I think we can adapt to what we need as well. Because let me see here, with the adjustments that we made on the text, we still have 43 pages, probably 40 if we get the styles and get the extra spaces. Let me delete the extra spaces here. I can try to, I will find the end paragraph markings and I will transform, when we have two end of paragraphs, we will change to one so it can find these extra spaces, like, you know. And I will change all 25. We can have more because if we have more than two, okay, extra spaces deleted. Okay, we are at 40 pages. And we have to consider that we will have images, we will have examples of books and character sheets and every other components of the game that we need to show. So I think I will have to adapt a lot on this project, but it will be like minor adjustments. And as I said, this is an application that works in books, if I can say. Like, I will change one page and it will change everything. I will show you quickly here, but we are getting close to the end of this time working together. So in case anyone has any questions, please ask, because we are at the end. But I will come back. Probably we will continue doing this work here. Let me show you how I change it. Here, if I select adjust layout, it will like make all my text boxes follow my margins. So for example, I'll make this. The only thing that I don't like of this tool is that they start to move the page elements as well, and it normally gets a little bit odd, but we can also like edit it and it can change in all pages as well. So I think we can like go a bit to the top. I don't like to make the bottom of the page so small for two reasons. One is if the size of the margin for the top and the bottom is the same, we will have a visual experience. I don't know how to explain this, but we will like, it will be like the text, the block of text is falling off the page. It is not like settled in the page. Yeah, no, maybe some of these concepts are a bit strange, but when you work a lot with this, when you saw, you cannot unseen this kind of stuff. So maybe the reader will not have exactly this perception, but you will have the perception that it is not so comfortable. So there is one reason why I don't like, and the other reason is sometimes we need just an extra line to make the text fit on that damn page. And having an extra um, space on the bottom, you can like do this kind of stuff and no one will see. I will show how, but yeah, let me see here. I will just take a little bit off. I will change, but I'm not 100% sure. The inside, I also can make it a bit smaller. And we'll do in the outside as well. I hope I like what I'm doing because I'm taking a lot of space out here. I left like this. Let's see how many pages we have right now. Oops, 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 oops. Okay. 38, more or less. One thing that I will have to check is like we saw earlier that now we have some side notes, and like here we have it is a sidebar, but we have other elements here that seems to be a sidebar, like this one, but it is not identified as one, but I think it is because of what is written here. And how are we going to display this on the project? I'm thinking of like doing little boxes, maybe even something like a pop-up. It's something that I can do. I don't know if it will fit, if it will fit with the travel magazine idea. We will see. It is something that I will explore on our next live stream. Yeah, I am guessing that I will have to get rid of the paragraph space. I will just make a test here so we can see it together, and I'm passing my time here, but just a little bit, just this little bit, like here. I will take off this. I will add the first line indent. We also have a rule for the indent that is, you get the leading size and you can use the same value for the, let me see how much, and it creates a good space, because sometimes I see something like this and I am like, why so much space? No, doesn't need to be so big. Let me use the space I used before. Yeah. Okay, let's see how many pages we have now. Three. But I'm sad with this chunk of text. I will see what I'm going to do, because what I'm thinking right now is this is like the first way the players will get in touch with the game. Like, this will guide you to play. And it's always good, like, to have a lighter look and clear and easier, because sometimes easy mechanics have like big explanations to make sense. I think everyone that played TTRPGs here had this experience that, okay, this is super easy, but to learn this is like need some directions, and making it seem easy make also people don't get a lot of get overwhelmed by the content. So I am like, don't know if I like this. Okay, we have lots of stuff that is not layouted yet with the correct style. I think in our next live stream, I will try to work with this, because sometimes it's just the first how can I say this? The first contact with this new setup, and my eyes are used to the other one. So, and I can like lay out with images and see how it will work. Because this would be the best page usage for this kind of book. Like this stamped magazines, it normally can get more or less 72 pages, but it's like, it is a chunky 72 pages. I wish it could be lesser pages, but like our priority is to make this a guide, an introduction, right? So this is our main priority. Yeah. Easy, right? This part of setting that I call the design of the book. It's not layouting exactly. We are setting up how the paragraph styles will look like, character styles will look like, page elements, everything. So after we have the design done, we can actually lay out the book. So probably next live stream, I will continue what I'm doing here. And yeah, it is all for today. I have passed a little bit my time, sorry. And if you have any questions, you that are seeing this content in the future, please leave in the comments on YouTube. And another thing is that please, if you like our work and you want to support this work, we have Patreon and Ko-fi. Anyone has the links to put on the comments area, and please pre-save on BackerKit to receive our, let me put here this QR code here. You can scan it and you can pre-save our BackerKit campaign, so you will be notified when we are live and our books will be crowdfunding. Let me see if I have the Ko-fi and Patreon links for you guys. Let me check here. But you can also find these links on our Twitter, X, in all of our social media. Let me see if I find it here. So we have subscriptions, and you can also make donations. So please feel free to... Oh, I find it. Here are the links. Just a second. Our Patreon and our Ko-fi. Yeah, I hope in the future Shan can make illustration live stream, because they are just amazing. I'm always amazed by Shan's creations, and yeah, like if my layouts are doing great for this project, is because like Shan give me a lot of inspiration with the stuff that they make, like the colors. I'm always like get their colors to the projects, and adapting to like make their illustrations more amazing than they are. And that's it that I have for today. I can't wait to see Shan doing some advertisements for this book. The cover is so pretty. But yeah, please follow us. You can follow, I don't know where it is, on YouTube. We will have other live streams soon. Follow us on Twitter, X, to know when we are going to be here with you guys, and see you all soon. Bye bye.